Things are tough already as it is with inflation and cost of living, but an extra 4,000 just out of the blue for not really anything material, just gonna be very tough. I don't regret voting for Trump.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Dude, it's just like, it's super basic to just be like, yeah, I did something wrong. It's okay. It just, please.
And it's Tariff City. Trump has put his tariffs all over the place. I've been trying to understand them. I don't. Like, it's more a trade deficit tariff to me. Like, hey, we get this much shit from you and you get this much from us. Let's even that up. Let's get some wacky formula and do tariffs. And everything's in the shitter because of it. I almost tweeted out, Dave, how much are you down right now in today? 7 million. I'm down $7 million in stocks and crypto.
Can't make an omelet without breaking a few eggs. Yeah. Did you see Cutie get hit by tariffs? What, for her Depop shop?
It's a 25% hike on all imported cars, and that just kicked in overnight.
Not gonna lie, this does make me feel a bit better. Yeah, this is my attitude on the matter, which is that, like, listen, everybody's getting their retirement funds wiped out. Okay, across the board. It's universal. And so you might as well experience a little bit of catharsis when you watch like some of these actual fucking villains who championed this demise personally see repercussions. Now, percentage-wise, in totality, their repercussions are far, far greater than yours because you don't have a retirement account that can lose $7 million. Neither do I. But it's still fun, right? You might as well have a little bit of fun might as well try to enjoy the show as everything is collapsing all around. Might as well have this attitude. Exactly. Breaking, world's 500 richest people have lost around $500 billion in the past 2 days, according to Bloomberg.
I don't have words to tell you. And let me tell you, I've been taken up to the third heaven. I've been jacked into the big plan. I've seen it. I can't even compute all of it. It's so fantastical. You've not seen nothing. You ain't heard nothing. You ain't smelled nothing like this. I don't have words to tell you. But I tell you, anybody tries to get in the way of the incredible plan the big guys got for us has got me pissed, and I'm just begging to stay on the team, man. Just put me in the game, coach. Whatever you say, coach. I know I'm weak. I know I'm pathetic. Man, you're amazing. I'm so lucky you made me. What do I do, Bob? Like a hunting dog, man. Just take me out of the house. Just turn me on them. Just tell me what I got to do. Tell me how I serve you. Tell me what I can do for you right now. Woo!
That's why he lost the weight. They sent him to the countryside to atone for his counter-revolutionary ways. That's why he's so skinny now. That's what happened. Like, look how fat he is here, like the capitalist pig that he is. And then they shipped his ass to the fucking countryside, and he got re-educated, and now he's skinny and also a loyal servant of the peasant class, a loyal servant of the workers, a loyal servant of the proletariat. He had his own personal cultural revolution. It's true. Honestly terrified with everything that's happening now. Is there anything we can do? I mean, this is the type of shit that you have no say or control over. So I don't have a good answer for you. I mean, we barely have any say or control over protesting against things that everyone should be on board with, like protesting against the destruction of the First Amendment, protesting against the destruction of the erosion of due process. But in terms of like foreign trade, trade policy, tariffs and the like what the fuck are you supposed to do? They're not asking you about any of that shit. They never have. I feel like when it comes to trade policy, when it comes to tariffs, things of that nature, there's not even the aesthetics of the democratic process there. That's just like, nope, elites decide. And in this situation, it's not even the elites deciding. It's like one guy deciding, seemingly, with a bunch of his friends. And there's not really anything you can do about it. got to sit back and observe. Not everything needs a reaction. Sometimes it's okay to sit back and observe, you know?
I mean, I expected it to go down. I didn't expect it to go down that drastic.
Give me some Hogwatch, chat. Come on. I want to see more. I want to see more Americans. I want to see conservatives try and defend and fail to defend Donald Trump. And I want to see conservative, like normie conservatives be like, yeah, I voted for him and I still think this is the right thing. That's what I want. I want to take out my cigarette paper, okay? Unfold it, and then put all of the delicious copium in it and pack up the fattest of hand-rolled cigarettes and smoke on it, okay? I need it. It is my crack. It is my cocaine. It is my fentanyl. And especially since Donald Trump has bravely decided to engage in this tariff war, fentanyl prices have gone up tremendously. I want to smoke on that fucking spliffy. Coping with it in his mouth. Bill Mitchell. Who else sees an incredible buying opportunity? With what money? Who's he talking to? Like, even if he was talking to the wealthiest people, they just wiped out like $7 trillion of their net worth. So I don't think they're making any market moves right now. I like these guys also trying to... Oh, this is also hilarious. First True Believers, there's literally nothing he could do that wouldn't be just a part of the plan. This is QAnon, by the way. And it's really funny because he's a partner at Sequoia Capital. Do you understand? Donald Trump thinks in centuries. You mere mortals think in decades. He thinks in centuries. First long-term thinking president of my lifetime, he says. This motherfucker's a partner at Sequoia Capital, bro. How is that possible? How do you have fucking peasant brain like this? Starting the tariffs on Canada and then reversing them with a 30-day deadline, then reinstating them, then expanding them was a stroke of 7-dimensional chess. Brilliant. Like, it's his job. This is directly his job. Donald Trump fucked him. 2 days ago, Donald Trump basically destroyed this man. And he's over here being like, you don't understand. This is forward thinking. This is the kind of forward thinking that we need. Let's look at Cat Turd. He says, but tariffs don't work. Just in, UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer seeks new trade deal with the United States to remove tariffs. You know what's really funny about this? This is Brexit. This is very similar to Brexit, except there was at least like a lot of people that wanted Brexit, even though it is a unnecessary fucking own goal, right? This is Amerixit. So it's hilarious that he's like, Cat Turd is like, hell yeah, we did it. Like, what do you mean? What do you... I'm doing Brexit to you? No, but if you do Brexit to everyone, you're doing Brexit to yourself. You're the one who's Brexiting. Do you not understand? And it's funny because just like with Brexit, where England already had the sweetest deal with the EU, like just the sweetest fucking deal with the European Union already, and simply exiting out of that partnership meant that they would have to go back to the table and get worse deals overall. This, unironically, is the same thing. America designed this entire global system at the behest of capital, and now it's just doing this exit that no one asked for with seemingly no good reason. Here's the hog opposite of that kind of pose. Yeah, bankers misquoting Lenin, sell everything. A text from the head of asset allocation at a major global bank regarding this week's news. What's the expression? There are weeks where decades happen. That could apply here. Why isn't Jay saying he's going to cut rates? Too soon to say? It's also falsely attributed to Lenin, but I like consistently attributing it to Lenin regardless because I think it's cool. It's a cool quote. No more Turkish barbers. This is the Brexit genius.
It's a barbers. That's not Turkish. What, a barbers that pays tax?
Yeah.
No, surely
we
not.
are the only one that takes card.
You're not.
Apparently.
You're going to tell me you actually have customers.
Yeah.
But there's literally thousands of them, isn't there, sprung up all over the country. Turkish barbers.
I know. It's ridiculous, isn't it? And there's only more coming as well.
Absolute racket, the whole thing.
But lovely
Good.
to meet you.
Good luck.
Genuinely.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
So cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll get in the chair. So there you are. We have found a barber's shop that doesn't have a Turkish sign out the front.
It's so funny because like all these dudes also look like lizards. Like every single one of these guys also unironically look like fucking lizard people, which makes this whole thing even funnier because like even on the optics front, they fail. Like Nigel Farage has bad teeth for a British man. Okay. That's saying something. Asmongold is equating the tariffs to Luigi Mangione. Amazing. I do want to know what Asmongold's take is on the tariffs. Is it based? Is it content president? Or is he reading the tea leaves and having to reposition himself to say maybe it's not so based? Yeah. Well. You should warn Phineas that Nigel is coming after Turkish barbers in the UK. I agree. It's fucked up. He was watching an old Bernie speech where Bernie was talking up protectionism. Yeah, it was right. It was right then. The concept in and of itself is right now. Except when Bernie makes that argument, he was trying to defend the pre-existing manufacturing capabilities of the United States of America. Bernie Sanders now probably has a different argument. Don't know what it is. But my argument back then would have been similar to Bernie Sanders's. And my argument now is that trade protectionism isn't wrong, okay? It's not wrong. I am not a free trade defender. I don't like free trade. There is no such thing as free trade anyway. As long as inequality amongst nations exists, as long as we continue dominating the global south, there is no such thing as free trade. It's just beneficial for capital owners, and that's it. Having said that, what Trump is doing is fucking insane. It's not trade protectionism. It's just pure stupidity. It's like playing chess with a pigeon, okay? He's just knocking the board. That's all he's doing. He's like, fuck it.
That actually has customers and there's no Lamborghini out the back. Isn't that unusual in modern Britain? God, the stick I'm going to get for that.
Yeah, he said, our trade policy should benefit American workers, not just corporate CEOs. That includes targeted tariffs to stop corporations from outsourcing American jobs and factories. We do not need a blanket arbitrary sales tax that will raise prices on products that Americans need. Exactly. Because this is what Trump is doing is a blanket sales tax. It's regressive. It harms the working poor. It harms the working class in general. That's all this is. And so many people who are going to be paying the sales tax don't even understand that they're doing so. And the only reason why this is a blanket sales tax is because we don't have the competitive manufacturing, the domestic competitive manufacturing capacity. We don't have it. So people are like, okay, what am I supposed to do? All right, I'm an importer, okay? I sell t-shirts. I'm an importer. I sell car parts. Car parts not even the best example because like at least we have some capabilities here, but it's like, okay, I get coffee beans, you know, what am I supposed to do? Shit it out? Make my own coffee beans here? Like, how am I supposed to do that? I bring in bananas. What am I supposed to do? Grow bananas in my fucking backyard? What am I gonna do? Yeah, targeted protectionism to promote certain businesses is good, except exactly, Trump is not even protecting businesses that exist. He is quote unquote protecting businesses that don't exist yet and a manufacturing capacity that will take a decade to build if America already got serious about rebuilding its infrastructure and its manufacturing capabilities. It's so stupid. This temporary, I believe in America. I don't believe in America. Maybe Americans will learn not to base their identity off consumption. Americans will commit suicide en masse before they do that, okay? There is no other guiding principle here. There's nothing. We have no cultural signifiers. We have no sense of community. We are increasingly more isolated. We are atomized. There is nothing but the things that you consume. That's it. That's the only thing that creates a semblance of culture here that is everything to your identity, whether it be guns or Gucci purses or whatever the fuck it is, okay? It's what kind of Disney movies you watch. Every single thing. That is what makes up the average American's identity. Outside of that, you got like racism. I guess that's another one, but that's it. And this administration is taking away one of those things that makes up a ginormous percentage of people's identities and the way they see themselves. And I guess the only other sense of community you can get is from being a fucking white supremacist. So maybe they'll elevate that side a little bit more. Yeah, it's who you protest. Everything is burger. Everything is gun burger. Burger gun. From the clout Americans go into debt to obtain.
I'm concerned. I mean, it's something that's over 80 years. We've had trade partners that we trusted and they trusted us. And we've lost that over the course of 2 months or a month. So I am concerned. I'm retired and that concerns me as anything we lose now on the market. We've got a shorter time period to recover.
I pay attention to the tariff.
Yeah, there's also effects and necessity, not just treats. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I agree. Of course, this also will impact. That's why I said banana. It's not a fucking treat. Okay, banana is not a treat. Food is not a treat. It's a necessity for survival.
I think if they could bring more jobs to Americans, people in the United States, then I think it's great. But I don't want to see it to hurt the people in the United States. And I have stocks on the market and everything else, and I don't want to hurt that either. But
you're a long way from home, sir. What the hell are you doing in New York City? I got stocks in the stock market and cattle back at the ranch.
Sometimes you have to give to receive. What overseas is doing to the United States, that's wrong. Whether it's any kind of business, whether it's your business, my business, or anybody's, that's wrong. And hopefully these tariffs, I know what he's trying to do, these tariffs will help the people with businesses, break the business stronger, make the people that's working and everything else, you know, they can come back and make a decent living.
I mean, I feel nervous for our household budget with 2 kids, especially living in San Francisco, which is one of the most expensive cities in this country. I wonder what our grocery bill is going to be like. I wonder if we can afford to upgrade our car when it breaks down.
Yeah, he flew into New York City to check on his stocks personally. He's like, I went down there to see the stock market. I needed to see the trading floor. Back in my day, that's how we handled the cattle. And that's how I'm handling my stocks too.
All those things are on my mind. I think
made sure that my stockbroker's got all of his teeth in his mouth. I opened it up. I said, they say don't look a gift horse in the mouth, but I'm going to look at this one. I'll tell you what.
It's really going to hurt our pocketbook.
Well, I manage our stock portfolio, so I viewed it today, and I'm not going to say how much it was down, but it was down 6 figures, that's our retirement, that's our kids. Yeah. That's our kids' schooling, their college, everything. I'm super concerned that there's going to be a recession or a depression, and it's gonna hurt the investments that we spent so long creating for our family and for our future. So yeah, I'm nervous for sure.
I think it's business as usual, and business as usual has never been good for vulnerable people.
How are you feeling about the markets right now?
Not great.
Anxious?
Optimistic.
Worried.
Terrified.
It's not too clear what's going to happen in the future, in the near future, long-term future.
Yeah, there's obviously a lot of uncertainty.
Now business and politics are even more transparently aligned. Historically, they at least pretended for a while.
We have to understand that there's a lot of implications and all these
Bro, hella people started getting woke all of a sudden. What's going on?
implications are certainly in the short term are not good for the economy.
Someone once said to me the only days that matter are the day you buy and the day you sell. So I try not to let the kind of daily or weekly up and downs get to me.
Yeah, this is a little bit more than a daily or weekly up and down, don't you think? Like, he's not wrong, but this is a unique situation. There's a little bit of a unique situation where it's like, you know, you can hit 0. It's fucked up.
Too much.
3 months in, by the way. Just want to point that out again. Based content president. Things are getting chaotic. Also, 3 months in. Just want to point that out again. I will keep pointing that out as every single day passes if we make it that far. But we are only 3 months in to the Burger Reich.
I'm not making any big moves. Just going to kind of wait and see how.
It turns out the fucking stock market was also held together by unfettered homosexuality. We eliminate the woke, we eliminate transgender ideology, and look what happens. Planes falling out of the fucking sky. The stock market is plunging harder than the fucking planes that are plunging from out of the sky. It turns out DEI or die, ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, and non-binaries. Every single part of American society was held together by woke. These guys went to war with woke, and look where that got us. Time to make sure every single person is trans, gay, non-binary, in a wheelchair, veteran status, if that's technically a part of DEI as well. DEIA. Women only. Women only.
Plays out, but it's certainly a little disconcerting.
My stocks aren't doing too well, so I don't feel good about it. I'm hoping that there's going to be some positive changes soon, and that there's some checks and regulations where the situation can be managed.
I just, think about ultimately what's important to me, and it's not, the value of a particular stock or index, and that's you know, my family and friends, and that's what's most important.
There's implications of his intentions, and there's implications of his unintended consequences.
Vulnerable people were always unsafe, and now they're made even more vulnerable. He's bringing a lot of groups that historically have been safe, a lot of elites, academics, into these kind of struggles. My concern is that those folks, instead of pushing left and supporting one another, are going to instead try to make concessions, and historically that never benefits anyone.
No! No!
I don't regret voting for Trump.
Wait, no. Americans react to tariff price increases.
No! No!
That's amazing.
I don't regret voting for Trump.
Donald Trump's tariffs means almost everything that is imported into the United States is expected to become more expensive, including stuff Americans really love, like beer and Macca's, because Ronald McDonald
Macca's and beer
uses Aussie beef.
No!
There's something wrong with that dude's eyes, bro. I'm sorry. That is creepy. Motherfucker's eyes will light up an entire room. Don't look at me with them sweet baby blues, dude. Holy fuck.
Ronald McDonald uses Aussie beef.
No! No!
You just straight look. Damon! Terrifying the people.
No!
You're upset about it?
No!
Wait, are you actually being serious,
This
sir?
affects the political, economic state of the world right now.
No, please. Oh, no, my gosh. I need to call my mom. Wait.
Oh my God. The fucking Zoomers can't be serious for a second. You know these are fucking Face Clan watchers too. Like, they are behaving exactly like Ronaldo, stable Ronaldo. Just irony poison Zoomers doing skits on Australian news.
I'm so serious. Oh my gosh, bro.
Okay, maybe those boys weren't that worried about it, but think about it. Every business that sells goods imported from overseas, they're going to probably have to jack up their prices. That florist, it sells flowers from Colombia and Ecuador. Those dry cleaners there use chemicals from overseas. That kebab shop, that lamb is from Australia and New Zealand. The estimate is American families, will likely have to spend as much as $4,000 US more a year. I'm out here in Sun Valley,
As an Australian, we don't let this guy look at people in the street, too distracting. Yeah, that's why they shipped his ass to America. Also, I miss the Aussie boys so much. I told Alexa he has to come out. He's like, finally, I've gotten in a good groove of like making videos again. And I was like, if you come to LA, I will whip you. I will whip you every day to make sure that you put some videos out.
Los Angeles. I just met a bloke called Nick. He voted for Donald Trump. He tells me that he's now worried for his children's welfare.
Things are tough already as it is with inflation and cost of living, but an extra $4,000 just out of the blue for not really anything material, just gonna be very tough. I don't regret voting for Trump.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Dude, it's just like, it's super basic to just be like, yeah, I did something wrong. It's okay. It just, please, for the love of Christ and all things holy, it is healthy and good to be like, I think I fucked up. It's fine. Okay, it's fine. This to me is troublesome because it shows me that these guys will never change. These guys will never, ever, ever in a million years go, yeah, this was bad. It's like Trump is infallible, dude.
But I hope he's, not going to be so tough with this.
It makes most of its money from the cruise ships, but Port Canaveral also calls itself Central Florida's gateway to global commerce. Now, with President Trump's tariffs on all international imports.
It's our declaration of economic independence.
I'm here wondering how our local economy could be impacted.
I think it's time that we put tariffs in because it has worked against us for so many years. Would I say maybe in moderation? Yes, but I think ultimately it will help the United States of America.
After President Trump imposed the tariffs, our reporter Mike Valenti talked to an economics professor who had a much different opinion than the local couple I met.
You're making it even more expensive for people who create jobs and serve customers and who buy goods and services.
Through just the first few months of the year, the port says it's already taken in a total of
I feel like I'm living in this weird, bizarre world where I'm supposed to be defending the trade protectionist actions. These guys are supposed to keep saying the same things that they're saying, but I'm supposed to be going, no, you don't understand. We built a robust network of manufacturing capabilities. It is now our time to rebuild the American labor force. It's fantastic. But we're living in the shittiest version of the world where Trump is doing things, once again, that you would normally do after you've done the other things that I just mentioned. And because he's doing that before, those guys, the worst guys, are correct. The worst guys in the world that love defending free trade are technically correct.
More than 2 million tons of cargo.
If you're a country seeking tariff relief, Dr. Don is ready to see you. While the market suffered from some side effects of taking...
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. I hope his fucking stock portfolio is wiped out, dude. These guys are such assholes. I hope that this is like the breakaway point for so many of these conservative dick riders that watch Fox News every day and they're like, what the fuck are you talking about? The markets are suffering a little bit. Like, yeah, notice the lack of ticker. Yeah, of course. They removed the ticker from there's no reason to look at the stock market, famously. It's just not.
Tariff medicine. President Trump was seeking phenomenal offers and ready to deal. Vietnam just got their checkup. After getting slapped with one of the highest tariff rates, all it took was one phone call. And Trump says Nam is open to having 0 tariffs. And if you believe Dr. Don's ready
from 5% to 0.
Operate on every country, mooching off Uncle Sam. But as usual, Democrats in the media are flatlining and taking off their shoes like a...
Democrats in the media are flatlining? Bitch, you're flatlining. Anyone who's paying it... You know what's flatlining? Everyone's stocks, dumbass. We designed a system where there's no pensions, there's no social security, and therefore everyone has to rely on the fucking stock market, and it makes everybody feel like they have a say in the process when they clearly do not. Then all of a sudden, after you design the entire economy to be financialized, you turn around and you fuck the stock market and you're like, don't look at the stocks. It's fine. Oh, Democrats are hysterical here. Come on. 30% of your 401k wiped out overnight. That's not that big of a deal. How low can it go? Really?
Greg, think it's an exciting time to be alive. We have rewired the entire world in a way we haven't seen in 100 years. And it's great. And hopefully it works out. I haven't looked at my 401k today. I'm going to look at it tomorrow. Actually, maybe not. I won't look at it for another month. But you just, as he said, have to remain calm. He ran. Greg.
I'm stuck here in Palm Springs, and I can tell you that all these retired millionaires out here are watching Fox News and are crapping their pants. Good. Great. What is this? Asmongold's thoughts on the tariffs. Every other post on here is the usual anti-woke crusaders trying to impose 34% tariffs. Trade wars begin. Well, I guess 2007 wasn't that bad. Oh my God. Wait, is this the moment? Is this the jump off point? Is this the moment where people are jumping ship? The rats, are they escaping? I told you, the one thing that Americans care about, they're so fucking selfish. They're so hopped up on hyper individualism and American exceptionalism that you hit them in their fucking pocketbook and they will scream, dude. You take away their treats, they will fucking scream. No, they are not. Lamau, what is this? Will tariffs make the U.S. better or worse? 57% better. Okay, I don't. That's the crash has just begun. Oh yeah, major single day S&P 500 drops. Yeah, let's check back on Monday. See what's really good. Okay. We're just here. We are just here. We are in the beginning phases of the fucking wipeout. The glorious American wipeout. Don't look at your 401k, by the way.
It's a code blue in the spin room.